Welcome to another episode of I'm About It, where I talk about everything that I'm about. Guys, it's been a crazy few months for me personally. And let's see, you're probably wondering, why am I in a robe? Because I'm doing laundry and I have no clothes to wear. And I had to wash my clothes twice. You know when you forget that you did laundry and so you leave your clothes in the washer overnight, but you know they kind of like stink a little bit because like you've left it overnight, so you end up rewashing it again. Yeah, don't tell my mom I do that. I do that. Not often though, here and there. I have a huge pile of laundry that I really, really need to get to. And so that's why I'm wearing that. I'm cozy at home. And we are talking about everything Bridgerton. And I really wanted to put this video out when it was released. But people, looks like, were still watching the video. We're still watching the season. So I didn't really want to post an entire recap and my thoughts and my review and all of that. And people are still haven't watched it. So it's been 2 weeks. In fact, it's going to drop the part 2 in a few days. So if you haven't watched it, that's on you, girl. That's on you. Okay. And you're probably wondering, like, if you guys have followed me through my short form content, where am I? Where have I been? Well, let's see. TV haven't really been that great. You know what I mean? TV has not been that great. TV shows have not been that great. Movies have not been that great. What I've been really loving, I've been obsessed with reality TV, and you'll see a lot of reality TV recaps and after shows after this drop. In fact, it might just go back to back to back to back. Okay, because I've been just slacking, and not slacking. I've been busy, honestly. I need to focus on me and my mental health and work, and I'm in school and I'm supposed to be doing homework actually. Instead, I'm doing this and talking to you guys and drinking that popular drink, that popular soda that's on TikTok. Is it Poppy? And I mix like some wine in here. Okay. And if you guys are like, are you that old? Are you old enough to drink? Bless your heart. So, we have Bridgerton, season 3 cast, and there's so much to talk about. So it dropped, I believe, May 16th. And then part 2 is going to drop on June 13th, actually, really, really soon. And I can't wait. So let's just dive right in. And what I'm going to do per couple, or maybe some scenes, and then some scenes that I thought it was like pretty cool. Oh my God, it's been a while since I've watched it. I don't know why it feels like a while. It's literally been almost a month, eh? A lot of interesting music is being played. So we have Billie Eilish in terms of like the playlist. We have BTS, Gayle, Pitbull, Nick Jonas, Sia, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Coldplay, Demi Lovato, Ellie Goulding, Imagine Dragons, and another Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is throughout this entire season. So what season 3 is basically about is based off of Colin and Penelope's untold love story, or kind of like hidden love story. It kind of reminds me of Me and Work Bay, or like non-existent Work Bay, where you know, you are friends with the guy, but you secretly have a crush with this guy, but you can't really tell the guy because it would ruin the great friendship you guys had, and so forth and so forth. So that's basically what it is. So you have Colin Bridgerton from the, esteemed Bridgertons, and then you have Penelope Featherington, which, okay, let me just first say, let's talk about them. Penelope, I love. Actually, let's talk about them last. I want to go through the cast. I think there are a lot of people really have a lot of opinions about the cast in this season. I don't know why. In fact, some people are even saying that they don't really like this season's Bridgerton, and I'm like, who are you? And stay away from me. And so I just need people who are Bridgerton only. But Bridgerton is still good. I think the first season of Bridgerton was very, very good, and everything after that, second season, was incredible. In fact, I feel like I need to watch that again. So you have Luke Newton, who plays Colin Bridgerton, and then you have Hannah Dodd, who plays Francesca Bridgerton. So let's talk about Francesca. Francesca is basically the unofficial diamond of the season, right? And she's basically a modern woman, a woman who's in love with her passions, but not in love with marrying a man, but she has to do it anyways, like most women in that age, I guess. And she's looking for a man who not only respects that, acknowledges that, and fuels her passions and is also in love with their own passion, right? And so she meets a beautiful, handsome black man, which there have been a lot of talk on TikTok about this particular black man who's playing Miss Featherington's guy. And they're saying that he's not that good looking and that they could have found like a different black man to play Miss Featherington's husband, but apparently bad things happen with these two or to one of them according to the books. I don't know if it's going to be based off of the books. We don't know that. But what we do know is that we have two incredible couple. This incredible couple, in my opinion. I don't know why I can't find it, and I'm having a hard time finding it. Oh, you're probably asking like, what am I trying to find? I'm trying to find the cast, and I don't know why it's so hard. I just need the cast. I just need a cast and their picture and their name, and that's it. That's all I really have to say. Okay, so anyways, I think I found a good from Collider, who can help me really detail the cast here for us, so I don't end up mispronouncing people's names. Oh, guess not. Just listen. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The unofficial diamond of the season, that girl. Now, I think they're a beautiful couple. I think it's a really good way of showing. It's a really good example of how we need to find a nerdy man. Like it's good to find a nerdy man. She's a nerdy woman, but she's gorgeous. Like she's beautiful. I watch her in interviews. She's so pretty. You need to find a nerdy man. And it's okay to find it like a man who fuels our own passions and who respects our passions and respects our personality or identity is a man for me. Okay, is a man. And that's all we truly need. And so I'm just like completely obsessed with these two, and I really hope the best. But apparently they don't really have like a great love story. Oh, maybe they do have a love story, but something bad happens to them, which I'm interested to see what that particularly is. I do think that the normal way in which one courts a woman in this day and time is different for her. She doesn't care for all the frilly things, the expensive things, the money. She really just cares for a man who respects who she is, and respects what she likes. And I think that is gorgeous. And I think that I'm absolutely in love with Francesca Bridgerton and who she is. I love her character development. And I really hope she ends up marrying this beautiful black man. And I'm not going to be like, oh my God, he's so ugly. Stop. So his name is Victor Ali, plays John Sterling. So that is Francesca's boo. Because she looks like she has feelings for him, right? A new member of London's high society. He's also referred to as Lord Kilmartin. So John Sterling referred to as Lord Kilmartin. It's incredible. And of course, this is his biggest role to date for the actor Victor, who plays the black guy. So I love these two. I love that it's not based on love. It's based on their passions and the fact that he gets that Lord Kilmartin or John Sterling gets that for Miss Bridgerton is everything. And I think it is the most cutest and adorable couple ever. I'm obsessed. Oh my God, my fan's on this entire time. Un momento. We have Daniel. We have Lord Marcus Anderson, who is basically trying to flirt with Mama Featherington. And she is the brother of Lady Danbury. And Lady Danbury doesn't seem to really like him as a person or resents him for some reason or thinks that he is shady or mischievous. I don't know why. I don't care. He's a good looking black man. You staying in this freaking show. And the fact that he's like putting it on to Mama Featherington and she's like, oh, and I felt something. I think it's great. And I think it's good. And they have those so much in common. They both have lost a partner. And that's a common ground to build friendship, loyalty. I guess a trauma bonding, I guess you can call it. But also like a romance, I guess. Compatibility. I don't know. We don't know if he has kids. I'm not really sure if he has kids or not. Lord Marcus Anderson is a member of the Ton, London's high society. He first appears in Bridgerton season 3 as brother of Lady Danbury. Fantasy fans are most likely to recognize Francis. He previously appeared in another show. Okay, nobody cares about that. So I am loving this. In fact, I'm going to call it here. I do think there's going to be a spinoff with these two. But of course, on its own, it wouldn't be super exciting. But I think if they introduce some other things to it, I think it'll be really, really fun. And I'm obsessed. I love. I want Mama Featherington to really get what she wants and to get everything that she wants in the world and to fulfill her desires and get her wants and needs. Like the way she helps her children is just so fearless and so selfless. And I think she's just a beautiful person inside and out. And I really do think she deserves a beautiful man who can be able to take that, work that, feed that. You know what I mean? I do think they are great, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I really do. I really hope Lady Dunbury though doesn't end up, blocking these two. Cause, excuse me, keep your feelings to yourself, Lady Dunbury. I love you, but whatever your feelings between you and Lord Marcus, okay, it's not between me and my man. Let's keep going. Jessica Madsen returns as Cressida. She's like basically the blonde, tall, like so-called mean girl, I guess, in the show. That she's basically her character's developing as a person who's like more layered, and she's a mean girl because she has troubles at home. Like her parents are quite mean to her, so she harbors a lot of that mean and then spits it out to other people in the London's high society, I guess, or her friends and so forth. She really is close to Eloise this season. So I have a lot of thoughts. Not a lot of thoughts, but some thoughts. I do think that Cressida, I don't know how to spell that, Cressida Copper, is a good person. I really do think she's misunderstood. I really do think that she is a person who has a lot going on, that she really, really just needs therapy to help get through a lot of the feelings that she feels that she's not able to really act on and really go through mentally and think things out. So I really do feel for her. But at the same time, there's no excuse for her behavior to Penelope or anybody else. I don't care if you've had a horrible childhood. It doesn't mean you should be horrible yourself. However, it makes us understand her more as a human being. It helps us ground her to reality. Be like, oh, her father is a horrible person. We get it. Cool. But at the same time, there really is no excuse, right? You know what I mean? So I like that we get to see more of who Cressida is and what makes her, what makes her tick. Which makes more sense as to why she partners up with Eloise, because Eloise is a good-natured person at heart. However, and she probably saw the good in Cressida. However, I just do not think that what Eloise is doing to Penelope is fair. I think I get the fact that and I might as well talk about their friendship now. I get that Penelope and Eloise are definitely not talking. And it's because I think I don't know, I don't really see. Here's the thing with me. I don't rewatch seasons to catch up on the current season. I just don't. So because of that, rely on my memory of the previous seasons. It depends, right? It depends. I just love the recaps that Netflix does in the beginning of each and every season, and does a recap. Oh, these are the main key points. Perfect. Thank you so much for reminding me. And then oh my God, my memory. That's a floodgates of memory. So apparently Penelope may have wrote something about Eloise and what's it called? I guess she's basically like a rumor blog. She's basically like a modern time TMZ or modern time blogger. That's what Penelope is. And Eloise doesn't like Penelope because Penelope kept that from Eloise. And also Penelope wrote something about Eloise in the article, whatever, right? I think it's unfair. Obviously, I think I get it, but I would get if Eloise is not talking to Penelope because they lied about a crucial part of their friendship. However, to lie about being your daytime job as a blogger, who cares? You know what I mean? You're still the same person that, I know and love. You're still the same person that, we've made memories with. You're not a fraud. You're just a person who just happens to have a daytime job that you don't agree with. So for me, I don't really get Eloise on that. Penelope is still the same Penelope. However, I do understand if Eloise is staying away from Penelope because Eloise Oh my God. When memories pop into your brain about something else, it's so annoying. Because Penelope may want to write about her private life in the so-called like blog article newspaper that she does. So I get that. I really do. And I get why they're not together, but I still don't understand why they're not together in my opinion, because it looks like they have an incredible friendship that will last a test of time. Um, I'm trying to figure out like who she is. They don't really. Okay, I forget. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So same Sam Phillips, played by Laura Debling. I think Penelope obviously doesn't love Laura Debling. She's doing this to please her mom. I think obviously he loves Colin. I think Lord Debling is a really good guy. I honestly do think Lord Debling would be a really good fit for Cressida. I think Lord Debling and Cressida should just Cressida, the tall blonde low-key girl, should get together. And when I'm talking about Lord Debling, you gotta probably know who I'm talking about. The guy who likes birds and like insects and plants and nature and all that. Because I low-key do now too, because I'm a landscaper or whatever. In progress. Okay. I think it's great. And then we have, okay, so this is like, I really want your thoughts on this because Hannah New plays Lady Tilly Arnold, a mysterious new Ton member who then is in love with Benedict Bridgerton, which I think he's part of the LGBTQ, but which is fine. But the thing is, like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, I do not see the chemistry between Hannah and Bennett. I'm sorry, between Lady Tilly and Benedict. I do not see it. I do not see it. Do not see it. So I don't really get that. So I am forced to then fast forward because I don't get the chemistry and it's like forced. It feels really forced. It feels like they do not like each other, but they're really horny. Like they're really horny. They want to get it in. Bow chicka wow wow. Bow chicka wow. And it's okay, but like it's very like I can't even like I don't even when she's looking at him and he's looking at her, like he doesn't even look aroused. Like I don't get it. So I'm here for it. We'll see how it happens in part 2. Don't know what to think about that, but here we are anyways. Will and Alice Mondrich. How do you God these names? The black couple. The black couple who ends up becoming part of London's Ton because, I think a woman that Alice used to work for, or the family used to work for, gave all their money and riches to their youngest son, I think is a beautiful side story. Like I am every single time I see them and I'm like, oh, my heart melts. The fact, and they deserve the world. And I get that Will wants to go back and still preserve his past life because it's not even about his past life. This is what he likes. It's part of his passion. Like he loves taking care of the bar or the men's club or whatever it's called. It's okay. It's cool. Like do that. And I feel like you can still be part of a high society and still be an owner of a men's club. Like I don't see how they're exclusive. You can Venn diagram there. Okay. So I think it's great. I think it's such a beautiful story and I love it so much. And I really want to see where this goes for them. I want the world for them. They're just a beautiful, like I didn't even think this could happen for them. And when this happened in the first few episodes, I was like, oh, thank God. They good people. Good thing comes to those who wait. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like in this world. Even for me, I feel like good things come to those who wait. Like, I feel like I'm such a good person. And sometimes I feel like I need to be a bad person. Not a bad person. Like, play by the rules that other people play. But it's not me. And it's also not what a church girl does. My faith really does, decide a lot of my decisions. I'm just a girl. So yeah, I think I really am hoping for them. I really do think it involves something more. I really want to see more from their storyline. Maybe not too much, but like, I just want them happy. I don't want anything bad happen to them. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm missing, oh yeah, and then Penelope and Colin. Okay, so here's my thing with them. I think I'm happy that they are now realizing how they both love each other. My thing is, as a person who now watched all of part 1, I'm really happy they included a lot of bad. Sorry, my friend from work just texted me. I'm like, I'm really happy that they included a lot of side stories. Like, I'm really happy they include Chris Shadda. I really hope they, I don't know say your name. Um, I'm really happy they include Lord Debling. I'm really happy they include, Lady Tilly, because all of these side stories help to enrich the story. If it was just Penelope and Colin, honestly, I think it would have been a really boring season. I'm really happy they include Will and Alice Mondrich. I think it would have been a really boring storyline. And I think for the first two seasons, it really was just the couple that was the main center. And there really wasn't much storylines or character developments for the other characters, because the story of the first two couples were just enough. And I'm happy that the writers and the executive producers, I realized that, hey girl, so we love you and all, Penelope, but you ain't enough. And I think that's fair. I think that's good. And I think it's also because Penelope is also very focused, intelligent, driven, ambitious. She knows what she wants, and she's not a person who would like deviate from that. So when she sets her eyes on finding a man, she's gonna find one. She sets her eyes on becoming Lady Whistledown. That's what I was looking for, a Lady Whistledown. She's gonna become that. So for me, it's like, bro, there's not much from Penelope because she's very honest to it. Other than being Lady Whistledown, she's a very honest person. Like, she'll tell you who she is and what she wants, other than Lady Whistledown. And I think that's fine. Like, it's okay to keep some secrets as a woman. You know what I mean? And it's okay to love rumors and gossip. But I get the fact that you're in a room and you're walking around and there's a woman who puts your gossip and your personal details and plans and desires for the world to see. Okay, so I get that. But there are rumors. These are not like, I'm pretty sure Lady Whistledown is not really supposed to be fact. It's not like a newspaper article. Hey, breaking news. No, there are no second sources. This is what Lady Whistledown is hearing. These are just the rumors. Like, nothing is fact, but everybody believes it's fact because a lot of what has happened has come to pass. Okay, moving on with Colin and Penelope. So I do believe the chemistry is there. I think the chemistry is great. I just do think that they might be, how do I say this? And this is criticism, moving too fast. I would have liked a little bit more time, Colin figuring out what he wants, and then Penelope figuring out what he wants, because it doesn't seem like Colin knew that he liked her from the beginning. And it seemed like there was an epiphany or a light bulb that turned on in his head that was like, okay, you high and whatever. What's next? So, and we don't really see how that light bulb is turned on, other than like he sees Penelope talking to Lord Debling, right? Which I guess he gets jealous, but I just don't see that developing. You know what I mean? So anyway, so we're forced to believe that, okay, Colin now likes Penelope, and they expose themselves to each other in terms of their feelings. So they expose themselves in terms of their feelings, and then they enter this carriage. Now, let me just say, it's not Bridgerton without a steamy sex scene. I'm sorry. It's amazing. It was great. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. In fact, we rewound it 3 times. My sister and I actually watched the first part of the season together, so we were like really happy that we watched it together. It was like a really nice bonding moment. Hopefully we could watch it together again. And the fact that he ended up stopping at the part that they were about to like go into the building, like do something else, and I'm like, danger, stop. I love this. Listen, I think it's great. I just don't think too, like, it was a lot. Even like the sex scene was like 10 minutes now. The facial expressions, oh my lordy. It was great. I just don't know. I wonder where this is gonna go. Like, according to, I was picking up Fenty hand cream. I feel like I like this, like, randomly. But I'm supposed to use it at night. I feel like I should return it, right? It's not really good. I also have this, and I just happen to have all this. I have Nasir, the body retinol. I really don't know what this is supposed to. This is 0.1% retinol. Why do I have this? So the body retinol in a repair treatment for the skin used every other night or as tolerated, applied to areas where repair is needed. Why was somebody... You're probably like, what are you doing, MJ? Sorry. Actually, I think I will return this. I'm going to return both of these things. ASMR. Oh, I thought there would be a click. There we go. It was actually like $90. That's why I'm like, return. Only use it twice. So, I think honestly, Colin, I don't know where this is gonna go. I just don't. I think they're really. I think they're infatuated. I don't think there's love yet between these two. I think they're infatuated. I feel like more time needs to be still apart for them to realize, oh, I'm in love with you. You know what I mean? Is that just a me thing? And they get it on, and then Colin figures out that Penelope's lady whistle down, and they probably end up breaking up. Listen, I just do not understand. Yeah, I really do think that. I feel like it could have been drawn out just a little bit more, and then I think it would have made sense, and then we could have seen like Colin's wheels turn. But the couple reminds me of me and Work Bay. I feel like that's where me and Work Bay are heading towards. Just pray to God, like he's a good person, he's a good man. That's what I need, says a church girl, like the innocent little girl I am. Okay, I'm a good person, y'all. I need a good man. That's all I'm saying. I just need a good man. Like finding this is like a random tangent, but finding men in this world is like incredibly hard. They either love bomb or they're too short. Look, I'm sorry. Like someone has to be taller than me. I'm sorry. Okay. Number 3, they live too far away, and even then, I would still date them, honestly. Number 4, they're weird. Number 5, they don't want to date. They want something else, which they want that carriage scene in Bridgerton. Nobody's like a genuine person. You know what I mean? Like a genuine person. You know what I mean? Like I told my workmate that I would watch basketball, which I literally never do. In fact, I hate it. I don't hate basketball, but I don't like sports. You know what I mean? Like, who watches sports? Obviously, if you are obsessed with it, but nobody just casually watches a game. You know what I mean? Like, unless you are like in a watch party and you're particularly coming to go and watch a particular game, and there's like a watch party happening in regards to our sports, like MLB, NBA, NFL, whatever, right? Then, it's on. Obviously, people are watching it, but no one just like turns it on at home and just casually watches a basketball game, right? Like leaves it in the background. Yeah, I know. I thought it was weird too. So I probably just ended up just like tell him that I watched it, but I actually just get the highlights or something. My family's really into basketball, though, to be quite honest with y'all. Go Celtics, go Boston Celtics. I am from Boston. Mavs, you're going down. You know what I mean? So I feel like I get the general vibe from the NBA, and I think like that's enough for me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's enough for me. And so yeah, going back to Bridgerton, I don't know how we ended up here. I think it's a really good season. I loved it. I think there was a lot going on, which was great. Because again, I do not think Colin and Penelope on its own would have been a good enough season. I'm happy that they know that and they put all these other side stories, storylines, character development, and provided like a 3D characters to a lot of the characters that we've been seeing in season 1 and 2. And we can sink our teeth into their story development and their storylines, and there's more girth to it. And I think it's great. So I'm really excited to part 2. I really hope it's as good as part 1, because I do think part 1 was good. I know some people think that season 3 part 1 wasn't great. I do think it was great. So I really hope part 2 is good. It's gonna literally come out in a few days, and hopefully, like, let me know if you guys like this. Definitely like this video and subscribe. If you're not new, I don't know what you're doing here, right? There's a lot more of these recaps going on. Like, for instance, let me give you one that I'm doing that I'm obsessed with. Love Island. If you are not watching Love Island, what are you doing? Especially those who do not travel. We watch Love Island. It's like for 3 months. I spent our entire summer. We watched Love Island. Okay. So I want to do like a weekly Love Island recap. Let me know. I'm obsessed with that show right now. Because I want love too. Suppress the feeling. Now I'm back to normal again. Okay. Hopefully you guys like this video. Stay woke, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.